Quick testimony. This lady used to watch me preach over 10 years ago on a green line, right? She saw me a couple of times in the streets. So she pulled me to the side and said, you know what? I have cancer. I'm going to die. I need your help. I hear you preaching. And, lay hands on her. I'll never forget, like 10 years after that, she reached out to me and was like, I still have cancer after all these years. And you know what? I said, what are you saying? You said you have cancer after all these years. They said you wouldn't see another year. You talk about 10 years later? Girl, you already healed. Stop playing. She said, wow, I never even thought of that. So you know what's so amazing? That when we're covered by people's prayers, sometimes our words that's speaking unto God, it really supersedes the words that we're speaking ourselves that doesn't even enter the ear gates of God. So she's sitting there claiming it and thinking about it. And I'm sitting here, you understand, talking how God talks concerning it. So she received it. And I was so blessed by that. But, to come up further with the testimony, she just called me and was like, my God, you know who I am? How long it's been? 15 years now? Like 20 years now? Baby, it's been a minute. And she said, we have a conference coming up, the end of this month. I want you to be there. Every service, the tabernacle, the food, everything, the ministry, the word. I really want you to be there. And the first time she invited me to, it's a church called, I think, Mount Zion, something like that in Northwest DC. And I'll never forget. My mom still had the recording on her phone. I'll never forget that day. That was a day when a lot of them were, elders, in the church. And they were like, oh, my goodness, what is this young girl going to do? Like, oh, I feel sorry for her. She going to come in and say, what's she going to recite the 10 Commandments? You understand? What's she going to sing? You understand? Dance? And once God, had me to get on that mic and release a word like that, their mouths were stunned open. They were like, shut the back door for real and open it back up again and shut it again. This came out of you. They were so amazed. And sometimes a lot of older women and men really feel like, they have been, grew up on, they've been so familiarized with teachings from people that are older than them. Like, how can someone younger than me teach me when I've been here longer than them? And I had to remind them that wisdom don't come with age, experience do. Wisdom come from God. So just being excited about another invitation, all the glory and honor belongs to God.